claims you're not Christian. Because a lot of people, what I have found is that a lot of people, they don't read the Bible themselves, you know. No, sir. It too big, it too long, it too, yes, them not have no time to eat the Bible too. But they will be the first one. They will be the first one to condemn you. Eh. They'll be the first one to condemn you and tell you, say, you're going to go to hell, like you're a blasphemer, you're not do this, you're not do that. Ask them how much of the Bible have they ever read. Of all the Christians in the Bible who are willing and happy to grab you and convert you or condemn you, less than 1% of them has ever read the Bible from beginning to end. Ain't that shameful? You can imagine 100 of us in a class and less than 1% of us has ever read the textbook. But the whole of we are going to claim say we can teach and preach. I don't even read the book. When I say, the other morning when I said the Bible, the Bible is written from a Jewish perspective. I never even expect people to be upset about that. And a Christian them upset because me say the Bible is written from a Jewish perspective. I have to say to myself, so, but them people are not all right. Because if a Christian get upset when me say the Bible written from a Jewish perspective, you're crazy. Because clearly you not read the Bible and you haven't looked at the history of your religion. So me have to just say, you know something. You know something. Me not pay people no mind because people, a lot of times people just parrot what other people say. Them too lazy to go read for themselves. Because me not understand how you could not read the Bible. Claim say you read the Bible from your born. And you no know so the Bible written from a Jewish perspective. Every single author in the Bible is a Jew. Every last one is a Jew. Why is that offensive? You never did know so the book where you read and the book where you follow is a book that's written by Jewish people. But what is it that triggers you? I mean, if the person is here today, but me say, what is it that triggers you when you hear that the book that you claim to be following is written by Jews? That shouldn't trigger you because that should be something that you know from a long time. Considering how well endowed you are into what is written in the Bible. Hot fly, bless up your nice clean self. Good morning. Thanks for the loves, thanks for the likes. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you for the roses too. Thank you so much, my love. I sincerely appreciate you. I appreciate it. Oh, I get a rose. Early in the morning. Yeah, early bird catch the worm. Early bird catch the rose. So, guys, so I never expected to get as much backlash as I get from taking on this journey to read the Bible. But then I understand it. You know why I understand it? Because Just the Glamazon, yes, me like the name there, Just the Glamazon. Gwen, bless up yourself. Good morning. But you know why I understand it, guys? Because in the Bible does express a lot of intolerance. The Bible does express a lot of desire for war. So far, I've been reading the Bible from Genesis. I'm now going to start the book of Hosea. And there is not much grace and forgiveness and peace in the Bible. Honestly, there isn't so far. There is a lot of slayings, a lot of bloodletting, a lot of deceit, a lot of lying. There is a lot of that. But there is not a lot of the opposite. And me don't know if that the spirit, if that is the spirit that is in many of these Christian people. Because as soon as they say something with them not like pertaining to the Bible, them ready to run up in a you. Them ready to fight. Them ready to condemn you. Them ready to throw you in a for them hell. And I don't understand it. But from reading the Bible for myself, I get it. I get where they're coming from. I get where they're coming from because if say I was never taught anything about the Bible, I was born in a society where the Bible was never talked about and nothing from the Bible was ever brought up. And then all of a sudden, at this age in my life, I decided I come across this book. Oh, damn, I want to read this book. And I started reading the book. I would I would say, oh wow, this man is violent. This man loves blood. This man loves slayings. This man, that is what I would say. Because the Jewish people present their God. Jewish people do these writings in the Bible. Notice how they present their God. They present their God as this violent person where, you know, everything he's gotta slay them, he gotta slay them. And then it turns around and it says, oh, he's a loving God. It is, I understand when people say they are confused. I understand because I see more anger and wrath and cruelty than I see the opposite. So me get to know, me understand you know when you say when you coming at me. I understand y'all. I do. I'm not ready to say me a go a hell. I don't know go a hell if there is any such place. If there is any such place, I wanna go in. You see, and that is what me talk about all the time. All Christians love to run, come condemn people, tell people about say, yeah, go a hell. You can't use no fear tactic for me. Uno have to, uno go somewhere else with no fear tactic. You can't use that for me. You understand? Let me see how this one come up. How this Franco Kiki. I know that time of day yet. Yeah. I know time of day yet, Frankie. Bless up yourself. Good morning. Yeah. That time of day, yeah, we not go there. Okay, guys. But anyway, since we kinda chat too much right now, let's Sense- let's get our book Bible or Google Bible. I make us start the reading. Let us start the reading. We can't even recap the book of Daniel. Austin, I can't even recap the book of Daniel because in the end, Daniel said him don't understand in dream. And because Daniel don't understand in dream, I am not going to even revisit it on the live. I'm going to revisit it, but not on the live. I have to revisit it privately. And then when I come on the live, we got something to talk about. But me not going to, yeah, yeah, but me not going to revisit it this morning here. Okay, so wanna come along with me and make we start the reading. Hosea chapter 1. The word of the Lord that came unto Hosea. Now the word of the Lord has come unto all these people, All of these people dream something. Yeah, all of these people. Hey, Frankie or Kiki, bless up yourself. Bless up yourself, Frankie. Yeah, so all of these people always seem to get a vision, get some kind of a vision from God. And that's usually how they turn around and declare themselves to be prophets. So here is Hosea. Uh-oh. Oh, this has to the delay, so hold on the people. The word of the Lord came that came unto Hosea, the son of Beeri, Beeri. That's the name of Hosea's father. In the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah. Oh, really, Dammy? Seriously? Okay. Okay. Good, Franco Kiki. I think we are connected on. I know you. Of course I know you. Franco Kiki. Yeah, I do. You're not a stranger to me anymore. Hmm. Yeah, I know. But anywho, we are reading the Bible this morning, lovely people. So that's where we're at. The word of the Lord that came unto Hosea, the son of Beeri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Now, hold on there. Know that, hold on the people. Let me look at something here. So let me look at something. Let me look at something right here, guys. Don't move. Because before I say another word, I want to let me look at this here that I am. Hold on, guys. May I look for something here, son? I'm gonna look a book. Give me 2 seconds. Let me find it before we go any further. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I can't find something. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me just find out something here. Come in need for echo. I need to say something about this here, but me need to find. All right, see here. All right. So let us continue. So it says, the word of the Lord that came unto Hosea, the son of Beeri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. All right. Let me see how far down these kings came from David's loin. Uzziah. Okay, so Uzziah came after Amaziah. Uzziah, Jotham, then Ahaz, then Hezekiah. I wanted to see how long a period this was between these 4 kings. I'm not able to see it right here because I'm not sure how long Uzziah lasted for or Jotham, but I know that Ahaz lasted for 16 years and Hezekiah lasted for 29 years. So it's one about that time that Hosea lived. So he lived throughout the time of the 4 kings. Okay, maybe. I'm going to go look up and see how long did Jotham reign and how long did Uzziah reign. And then I'll add that to the 16 years of Ahaz and the 29 years of Hezekiah. And then we'll talk about that again tomorrow. All right. So thank you for the loves and the likes, guys. I appreciate you. Let us continue. I just wanted to make sure because sometimes the Bible, because the Bible is not compiled chronologically. Whenever I see something in the Bible, I'm tempted to go look and see if there is an error in the timing, the age of the people, or the people who exist, who one person say exist, compared to what another person says exist around the same time. You understand what I'm saying? Because like if one person says around this time, um, Biden was the president, and another person says around this time Trump was the president. Yeah, there's some discrepancy, right? So that's why I'm always going back to look. So let us continue. We are still on verse 1. The word of the Lord that came unto Hosea, the son of Beeri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel. No, I'm not taking no. I'm not taking nothing. Let me see who is here. Oh, Mappy. I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Oh my word. I haven't seen you in a long time, Maffy. But good to see you. Good to see you. I gotta come visit you after this live. Welcome. Happy Wednesday to you, my love. Good to see you. Morning, Gary and Angela Scott. Good morning. Good morning. Blessings to you. We are the month of time where we are gonna start and stop Hosea. But anyway, it is my journey. So if I start and stop, good. Joseph Clark, good morning. Let us continue. Verse 2, the beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms. Eh? For the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord. And the Lord tell him to go take a wife of whoredom. So he went and took Gomer, Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim. You know, say, since me I read the Bible, me hear some of them name here. I've been going to church and reading the Bible from my idea, but before my idea, my knee. Me never hear them name here yet. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim. That name is spelled Diblaim, which conceived and bare him a son. And the Lord said unto him, Call his name Jezreel, that's Jezreel. That was the name of the son between Hosea and Gomer. For yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. Really now. And remember who Jehu is? Wasn't Jehu the man? Hold on there. Wasn't God, where you there? Bring up my memory here. So wasn't Jehu the man who killed Jezebel? Wasn't Jehu the man who rode the chariot when them push Jezebel out and him ride the chariot over Jezebel and crush her out? Let me see if me get one next device and hold on the gentle people. Was it he or was it Jehu? Yes, this is who is talking about. All right, I should say this is who, because this might be a different Jehu. But I remember in our reading, the guy named Jehu was the one who was the one who had slain Jezebel. But anyway, let us continue. Let us continue and see if what I remember from the previous readings is the same thing here. And it says, and the Lord said unto him, this him is Hosea, call his name Jezreel, that's the name of his son, Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. So the Lord I go end Israel. I go end the house of Israel. I always wonder, like, you know what bothered me, guys, about this reading and how the Jewish God just seems so interested in destroying them. It bothers me when I read it. Like why 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 destroy them to that extent? Why destroy them to that extent that they they have so much trouble coming back? Is it to prove a point that you can? I don't get it, honestly speaking, because if you all notice the people who were living around the Jewish people at this time, those people were worshiping stones and things made of wood and stuff, but those people were prospering. Those people were prospering. Those people were living long, happy, healthy lives. And it was only the Jewish people who claim to have been serving the God of the heaven, the God of the earth, the God who make heaven, make earth, make sea, make star, make. They were the only ones who couldn't find no abiding city. They were the only ones who was running up and down and being slaughtered day and night. They were the only ones. And I keep saying, why? And then even in their writings, they have this confusion. They go between being angry about it to being comfortable with it. They go from accepting this as their fate to being angry that the others around them are able to live their lives and they have to be running for their lives. So I find it very concerning, you know, that this is how their God is presented. But if it is their reality and that's what they experience and that's what they wrote about, who am I to say it's not what they said it was? All right. So make we continue. Let us continue, gentle people. And the Lord said unto him, call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again and bare a daughter. And God said unto him, call her name Loruhamah. Loruhamah. Let me bite my tongue. Call her name Loruhamah. So Loruhamah and Jezreel. Remember, I'm writing here, are siblings. From Hosea and what's her name? Gomer. Hosea and Gomer are the parents. Okay, there we go. Let us continue. For I will For I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel. That's what I talk about. That's what I talk about. But I will utterly take them away. That is some deep rooted anger right there. And this is supposedly their God speaking. I will have no mercy on Israel. I will utterly take them away. Why the same God that say, Imago, um cause them to be exceedingly wealthy and grow and populate the earth, and he's going to be with them and save them from their enemies and something. So why? It don't make sense to me, guys. It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense. So me no know. But let me continue reading. Verse 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah. Oh, really? So he will have mercy upon the house of Judah, but the rest of Israel he might go destroy. So the people who are descendants of Judah, there are some people I can remember right off the top of my head who were descendants from the house of Judah, people like Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Those were descendants from the house of Judah. So I'm going to have mercy on the descendants of Judah and will save them by the Lord their God, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen. Now when she had weaned Lohomah, she conceived and bare another son. All right. So that's when Gomer, that she they're talking about right there is Gomer. When Gomer had weaned Lohomah, her daughter, she conceived and bare a son. Then God said, call his name Loami, Loammi, Ammi. For ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. What? What? Hold on, the people. Then God said, call his name Loami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Oh, dear Jesus. You hear that? So in the same place where they were told that they are his people is the same place where they are going to hear that they are not. Oh, conflicting and contradicting. How much more conflicting and contradictory can this get? But anyway, let us continue. If you all hear me say something and I have something for contribute, we're gonna please put it in the chat. I have my eyes glued on the chat. I will see and hear. I will see whatever you all have written. All right. Let us continue. Let's read that again. Verse 10 says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Okay. All right. Let us move right along. Welcome into the live, guys. Happy Wednesday morning to you all. Let us move right along into chapter 2. And for those of you who are just coming, we are reading the book of Hosea. We are on this journey to read the Bible from beginning to end, and we are now on the book of Hosea. So come along with us. Hosea chapter 2. Say he unto your brethren, Ami, and to your sisters, Ruhama, plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife. Then all the story just changed, so. I don't notice how the story changed. Chapter 2 of a complete change of story. But let us read it anyway. Say ye unto your brethren, Ami, and to your sisters, Ruhama, plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts, lest I strip her naked, and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her as a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with thirst. O Lord. And I will not have mercy upon her children, for they be the children of whoredoms. Then him not just say, God tell him same figure get one whore I be pity them with. So how comes now when he say God I tell him same I go destroy the pity them because them are children of whoredom? But something alright there, so in a ninja man voice. Hold on the people. Let me read this again. God, it's not sound right. Remember in chapter 1 we just read, Hosea said, God tell him say, I know me make it up, you know. Hosea said, God tell him say, go in chapter 2. The Lord said to Hosea, go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord. So him go now and him get Gomer. Apparently Gomer is, yes, is one of those whoredom wives. Yeah, so him take Gomer. He have these kids with Gomer. All right. The Lord's at the same place where Israel is blessed, the same place them are gonna be cursed. That to me don't make no sense. But anyway, now in chapter 2 he says, say ye unto your brethren, Ami, and to your sisters, Rahuma. So he must say to him brothers, Ami. I don't know what Ami mean. And to his sisters, he must say Ruhama, whatever that mean. Plead with your mother. Plead, for she is not my wife. Who is talking? That's saying she is not my wife. Neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts. Who is talking? Is this Hosea talking? But who is he talking to? Let me read chapter 1, verse 11 again. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Chapter 2. Say ye unto your brethren, Ami, and to your sisters, Ruhama, plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredom. Let her therefore put away her whoredom out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts, lest I strip her naked, and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her as a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with thirst. And I will not have mercy upon her children, for they be the children of whoredoms. For their mother hath played the harlot. She that conceived them hath done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water. That means she oppress, yeah, she oppress. My wool and my flax, my oil and my drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up, I will hedge up thy way with thorns, and make a wall that she shall not find her path. And she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. And she shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then, for then was it better with me than now. Bigo, bless up yourself. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Me nearly miss you. No, me take me off of the off of the screen. One little bit, and me nearly miss you, my friend. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Wednesday hump day. Happy Wednesday to you, my love. All right, let us continue. Verse 8. For she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil, and multiplied her silver and gold, which they prepared for Baal. Now this Baal was the god of the people who are not serving the Jewish God. They served, some of them served a god called Baal. Hmm. For she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil, and multiplied her silver and gold, which they prepared for Baal. Therefore will I return and take away my corn in the time thereof, and my wine in the season thereof, and will recover my wool and my flax given to cover her nakedness. What kind of revenge that? All right, upon the work. All right, all right. Good, 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 good. I appreciate you, my love. I appreciate you as always. And now will I discover her lewdness in the sight of her lovers, and none shall deliver her out of my hand. I got this attack. Hold on, let me continue reading. Verse 11. I will also cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. And I will destroy her vines and her fig trees, whereof she hath said, these are my rewards that my lovers have given me. And I will make them a forest, and the beasts of the field shall eat them. Now, I don't think this is literally speaking of a literal woman. I think it is talking about Israel. I think it is the Bible is right here is figuratively, personifying Israel as a woman. You get me? So it's not talking about a woman, a real woman. It's personifying Israel as a woman. So all of this destruction and all of this taking away her, making her naked is not like, you know, it means that Israel will be stripped of everything that makes it look beautiful. All its coverings, and its coverings would be, whatever adds value to Israel. So its valuable trees will be rotted down. Its valuable gold and silver will be taken away. It has Israel has value in the animals that they have, they will die. It has value in the kind of trees that exist in Israel, those will die. That's what it means. It says everything will turn into a forest, and the beasts of the field shall eat them. And I will visit upon her the days of Baalim. That was another of the gods that the others worship, wherein she buried incense. She burnt incense to them, and she decked herself with her earrings and her jewels, and she went after her lovers, and forgot me, said the Lord. So indeed, it is the Lord. This is the Lord speaking according to Hosea. This is the Lord speaking, and he's talking about what he's going to do to Israel because they have forsaken him. Let us continue. Verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will allure her and bring her into the wilderness and speak comfortably unto her, and I will give her her vineyards from thence, and the valley of Achor, Achor, or Achor, however you pronounce it, and the valley of Achor for a door of hope. And she shall sing there, as in the days of her youth, and as in the day when she came up out of the land of Egypt. So when it talks about the days of her youth, it's actually talking about when Israel was first established. Okay? Because remember, Israel wasn't there before the children of Israel came out of Egypt and established themselves in the region. And they came up out of Egypt, went through the wilderness, and went to the promised land, and started slaying the people and taking the land, slaying the people and taking the land, because then said, their God tell them, said this land is theirs. So, like a big old cult, them go them slay off the people them and take the land and say, I then God tell them, said this land belongs to them. All right. And that's how Israel was initially set up down there in the region. Okay. So here now, the Lord is saying, verse 15, I will give her her vineyards from thence, and the valley of Achor for a door of hope, and she shall sing there, and in the days of her youth, and as in the day when she came up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be at that day, said the Lord, that thou shalt call the Ishi. Call me Ishi. Me never hear say the Lord ask somebody to call him Ishi. At first me I hear that the word there. Whenever I hear that the word, the gentle people, wanna talk to me. I never hear that. Let me read it again. It is Hosea chapter 2 and verse 16. And it shall be at that day, saith the Lord, that thou shalt call me, is it Ishi or Ishai? Ishi, and shalt call me no more Bailey. Really? What? Really? Hold up. when were they calling the Lord Bailey? I thought that was the name of one of the gods, like one of the gods of the other people, like the Babylonians and others. I thought that was the name. I never know so they were calling God this name. Now I'm saying them for call him Ishi. I have never heard that. You ever hear that, Winsome? What Winsome say? So you not hear me? What mean by you not hear me? Me not depend on call Winsome. Me the right here, so. Oh, you finna hear me? You're supposed to hear me. Cause the phone turn up loud and clear. So me not understand how you finna hear me. Tell me when you still not hear me, cause me not know why. Winsome say if me dep on one call, why she not hear me now, so. Not dep on a call. And that's why I'm telling you, saying now, it, I'm really pleased that I decided to read this Bible out aloud because them something I never hear before. But when was them name in the Bible? What I mean by the Lord if you call him Ishi, me never hear that the name there yet. But anyway, Sister Winsome, I hope you are hearing me better now. Let us continue. And he said them should no longer call him Bailey. I didn't even know that the Jewish people was calling their God Bailey. For I will take away the names of Baalim out of your mouth. All right. And they shall no more be remembered by their names. This is rather interesting. Hmm. Let's continue. So the Lord says, I'm going to cause the people to not even remember the names Bailey and Baalim. They shall not, let me see what I say, but they do rewrite the Bible every 15. So, let me tell you something, Bigo. Let me tell you something. There are some, it don't matter how much them rewrite it, there are some things that there's always going to be something that's going to stump us, because I think even the people who say that they are teaching us about the Bible, they are very selective. They avoid some parts of the Bible, because just like how I read the Bible and be as confused as the day is long, yes, is the same way them read the Bible and they are confused. But because they have a job to do, which is to continue to bamboozle everybody and make on run carry the offering come and all these things, them can't tell you these things. So them have to make it appear as though them have everything locked, them have everything copacetic. Yeah. Because if them telling us that they are part in the Bible, them not understand. If them telling us the Bible say Jesus called people dead dog. If them telling them something, they're not gonna say, mighty God, really? Really? No, sir. You're not gonna start ask questions. They don't want you to ask questions, people. They don't want you to ask questions. So that is why when you go to church when you go to church for Christmas, them talk about the birth. Them talk about the birth of Jesus. When you go to church for Easter, them talk about the crucifixion. All throughout the year, they talk about the story of Daniel, the story of Delilah, the story of Job. Some stories not mentioned in the Bible. Trim up from 3, you read anytime. Boy, all over 4, me I look for you, just wake up. Win some. And win some, you know, somebody depend live, me just nobody depend tube. Me did depend it talk. Yeah? Cause me have to wait till the people them wake up. I want the sister win some, man. Yeah. So that's why. Bigger say I read the book Bible for myself. Yeah, I mean, I am happy that I took on this task because some of them something I never did know in the Bible. And I think it does behoove all of us to know what is in the Bible, considering how much we can quote the Bible and say, "Oh, this in a Bible and that in a Bible." And we ourselves never read the Bible, we don't know why in a Bible, but we talk about this in a Bible. Already for condemn people, but never read it. God says it's symbolic of Yahweh. What Ishi? Ishi is another word for Yahweh. God, talk to me. Is that what you're saying? Ishi is another word for Yahweh. Oh, well, listen. If they are going to continue to change up the word them and call up the word them and say, I'm using the word what them use in the Bible. And as Bigo said, they rewrite and rewrite. So chances are in with these rewritings that probably contribute to the change of the names. And then Google might just as well say, okay, since them did use this name to refer to God and that name to refer to God, we're just gonna call all of these names and say is God. But that still doesn't take away from the confusion that it presents when you read the Bible. Would I this man name? Somebody, we're not bringing nobody up on screen now. This is not time for this. A time and a place for everything. Okay. All right. So, Sina son, good morning. Blessings to you. Sister Winsome, I'm glad you came. You came this time of the morning anyway. Okay? I appreciate you. Let us move right along, guys. Me Jesus. For I will take away the names of Baalim out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground. And I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. And I will betroth thee unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness, and in judgment, and in loving kindness, and in mercies. I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord. Good morning, Paul Whittingham. How are you doing? Verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day, I will hear, saith the Lord, I will hear the heavens, and they shall hear the earth, and the earth shall hear the corn, and the wine, and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel. When said they shall hear Jezreel? Jezreel is the son that Hosea have with Gomer. Why them shall hear him? Is he going to be somebody great? We will see. Verse 23. And I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy, And I will say to them which were not my people, Thou art my people, and they shall say, Thou art my God. Well, there ends the reading of Hosea chapter 2. Now, Hosea, from my understanding of what we just read, there is a promise from God, according to Hosea, that God has told him. But in them days, God really did tell all of them people there. You notice that all the stories seem to be the same. Why all the stories are the same yet so different? Why all the stories of Israel coming back together seem the same? One really thinks that God really tell all these people say Israel come back together like the same way? Do you think it is God, really God telling everybody how he's going to bring Israel back together? Or do you think that they are writing, they are, God didn't tell them anything. They are writing their desires. Because, of course, yes, if you are living in a country, enemies come up, destroy your country, break down your country, steal everything, you have to run for your life, and your country is broken down. Wouldn't you have a desire to have your country reestablished, to be able to go back to the things you know, and even if you don't go back, to have your children go back to the place that you call home, the place that you know? I know that if a country should determine that they are going to destroy Jamaica and go to Jamaica and destroy it, break it down, take it over, even though I live abroad, I would still be upset. I would be fantasizing about the day when I would be able to go back and, you know, go around there, so go pick two apple and, talk about the things that made my childhood interesting or made my time in my country interesting. And we find that a lot of these authors in the Bible who are desperate for the reestablishment of Israel, it's like them having some kind of nostalgia. And I don't know if this nostalgia that they're having has anything, I would say, spiritual, or, yeah, I wouldn't say it have anything spiritual about it. It could be, but it could also not be. And because I am open minded, I'm open and free thinker, the same way I can think that there was a God who inspired them to say this, I could also think that it was just out of nostalgia and desperation. Because, they have been in exile, they have seen their country destroyed, they have seen the enemies come up and take everything that their forefathers held dear. And so now them in a slavery. What else to do but work for Nebuchadnezzar and think about what they lost back home? You know, or if they were back home, what they could have been, what they could have been doing, how they would have been living. And here they are in captivity, can't really do what they would like to do because they can't really serve their God like they would want to. They can't, yeah, so they are just living. Jeremiah told them that God told him that they should go with a willing heart. They should go to Nebuchadnezzar, to Babylon. Go with Nebuchadnezzar's army to Babylon and go, no fight, no argue. Just go with him and go live happily because God say after 7 years he will come back for them. But him never going now. Wanna notice? Did y'all notice, for those of you who were here with me when we read Jeremiah, I will never stop talking about Jeremiah now. Because y'all remember how Jeremiah told the people that God said they must go on with Nebuchadnezzar peacefully and go worship his God. And grow their gardens down there and give their children to give their daughters to the sons of Babylon, and the sons of Babylon take them for their daughters. The daughters of Babylon take them for their sons. So why Jeremiah never go? You can't answer me that question there. Since Jeremiah said God tell him to tell the people them, so they must go on peacefully. Why him never go? He never go, you know. So God said the people them must go, but he must stay. I remember Jeremiah when I look at mendicant with nothing. And then him stay. Boy, may I tell you, say the Bible has something else, you know. Jeremiah tell the people them, say God say, them for go on down in Babylon with Nebuchadnezzar and enough for give enough for fight. Nothing, them for just go on. Go on down there. No arguments. And go and go plant them garden and go live like the Babylonians live. Worship the gods of the Babylonians and all. But Jeremiah stayed in Israel. Jeremiah stayed. And when Nebuchadnezzar done destroy the place, Nebuchadnezzar ordered them to give Jeremiah any amount of land he want. And then people turn around and say, oh, Jeremiah was a great prophet. People, people looking at this thing from a realistic point of view, the man was a slick little crook. Because if there was so much blessing in going into Babylon, why didn't he volunteer to go? He didn't volunteer to go. He was telling people them, so God said them must go on. I don't know if Pastor lead you astray. Jeremiah telling people them, so God tell him say, if tell them say they must go on down to Babylon. And go on. No put up no fight. Them for go on down to Babylon and worship the gods. Yeah? Down there. And go plant them field. Go marry, have their daughters can marry the sons of the Babylonians, and the sons of the Babylonians, the daughters of the Babylonians can marry their sons. And God will come back for them after 70 years. And since that was such a great promise that God gave him for the people, how comes God never tell him to go on with them? Just an observation I make from my reading, just an observation. And then he went from having nothing to having so much. Because after him helped Nebuchadnezzar to destroy Israel, he sat up in Israel and lived pretty. Sat up there and lived pretty. Because all of a sudden he went from having nothing to now having something. Because Nebuchadnezzar gave him a whole heap of present. Gave him a whole lot of gifts and rewards. And knowing say Nebuchadnezzar no give you nothing for nothing. You understand? I don't see how people come to the conclusion. So Jeremiah was such a great prophet. You know read the book of Jeremiah say and the book of Lamentation. You know read it. And put two and two together. And Sister Nebuchadnezzar who gives nothing away. There is absolutely no way. Then Nebuchadnezzar no give nothing for nothing. Daniel, when Daniel was taken into slavery, he only elevated Daniel because Daniel was able to interpret his dreams. And because the dreams were interpreted in his favor, any of the dreams was interpreted against him. He would not tell him to slay Daniel, but Daniel was one step ahead of him. So that's why Daniel make sure say interpret the dream in his favor, because he realized how ruthless he was and how cruel he was. So Daniel realized that if I don't interpret this dream in this man's favor, then me I go dead. So me I go interpret it in his favor. So that's what Daniel did. And that's how we got favors from Nebuchadnezzar. The only things that Nebuchadnezzar just suddenly get up and give Jeremiah present just because. No, no. He only gave Jeremiah those presents because Jeremiah was working for him. Everything that Jeremiah did was in his favor. When Jeremiah told the Jewish people, said God said they must come back, come set up them thrones around Israel. No, God never tell Jeremiah so. Jeremiah did that in favor of Nebuchadnezzar, so that the more people who come back, come set up their throne, the more people would be there for Nebuchadnezzar to destroy. And that would, in essence, lessen the number of the Jewish people in the region. And I mean make it up. It is from it is written in the Bible. And when Nebuchadnezzar appointed Gedaliah to be the governor over Israel, he made sure to give Gedaliah the instructions. Don't you let anything happen to Jeremiah. Give Jeremiah anything and everything that he wants, whatever land he wants, whatever thing. So Jeremiah just, so Jeremiah just sit down and live pretty, get land and all these good things, orchards, olive fields, grape fields, while the people them Ghana, Babylon in a slavery. That the same thing happening these days. You have pastor come out and I tell people say, God say, you must give. His storehouse should never be empty. Come, pass on the offering plate 4 times in a one service. I want to chew on the money. I want to chew on the money. It's not about money, no guys. It's not about the money. It's about the principle or lack thereof. I wanna chew on the money, chew on the money, chew on the money. Every week, they send money and all these things. Go give to pastor. Pastor, Pastor Pitney them go to the best schools. Pastor Pitney them, pastor have Lexus Rolls Royce, all kind of big car. Pastor have one hell of a house up on the hill there, so. And every time rain fall, you just swim in your house. But every money you have, you can't go give to pastor. The school round the road there, so I broke down, and pastor wouldn't even contribute $1. Somebody set up one youth club round there, so pastor wouldn't contribute $1. Pastor said, "If you come at the church club what him set up and come contribute for no money." And pastor live big and pretty. I want to sit down and stand up in a church and jump up and clap hand. I say, yes, pastor is a man of God. Pastor, so you want somebody of God? So since there is this person who you consider to be, so you are what? Chop liver? Eh? How God love that the pastor they so? That God make him a tell you if you bring all of your money, come give to him. So him can have a good life on earth. So God no love you. Eh. I could have what this. Why you do to God? God no love you. Why God not say to you, say use your money and take care of yourself? Why would God tell you to carry your money or give to pastor? My pastor live nice and big and rich and pretty, and you continue to be in poverty. Does that make sense? Well, I guess it does to a lot of because claim say when don't need riches on earth. Because it's easier for a camel go to an eagle eye than a rich man go to heaven. That means you're a rich pastor now go heaven then. People, I am so critical of this foolishness. Let me tell you, I'm absolutely critical, of the foolishness. Pastor stand up there and tell you say, it is harder for a rich man it is easier for a camel go to an eagle eye than a rich man go to heaven. But at the same time, pastor sit down there with 2 airplane, 6 luxury car, waterfront homes, and every waterfront and watered front that him can't find. And who know, Sit down there and pastor telling you this every day, but you not to say, pastor the only rich one among you. So I'm not telling me so not follow pastor, but pastor not go heaven because him rich. I want to sit down and say, oh, yeah, pastor rich, but pastor have an anointing. People, it's time for people open up their eyes. You understand? I'm not against somebody and their religion. I'm not against somebody and their church. I'm going to church if you don't want to go to church. Enjoy no religion, whoever you want to enjoy no religion. But you must ask yourself the important questions. You need to pay attention. You just a go on so. You just being led like blind Bartimaeus. You understand? And then you don't have the nerve and the audacity to come and try to condemn people when you don't even take a look. Take a look, my people. Just take a look. Take a look at it. We have all of these motivational speakers who call themselves pastors. You see any of them poor? You see one of them poor, but looking at them congregation. Ambassador the church, remember the church as an institution don't even pay taxes. But the church collect all this money. And look at the people who go to church and show them money, or them poor. And it seems like they are conditioned to be comfortable with poverty. Because the same pastor what they tell you say, you don't need no riches on earth. All your riches are gonna be in heaven. We are gonna walk on gold, you are gonna drink milk and honey. I don't know whether which animal I gonna give you that the milk, but you gonna drink milk and honey, you gonna play with lion and all of these things. And watch your pastor get up fame wealth. Watch your pastor get up fame wealth upon earth, but you not have none. You not ever stop and ask your pastor why that is? Why you encourage me to stay poor? Because poverty is so honorable. So if you stay poor, and me not desire no riches until me dead and reach a heaven. That's when me fi desire riches. So why you a desire riches now? So you are gonna get twofold then. So you are gonna be rich now and be rich when you go over heaven, or when you go over there, so you are gonna be poor. How that gonna work? Think critically, my friends. All right. Me not say anything about on religion. Me think me kinda don't talk for right now. Yeah, me kinda don't talk for right now. We have just finished reading the book of Hosea, chapters 1 and 2. When we come back tomorrow, me I go read chapters 3. Yeah, tomorrow when we come back, we will read chapters 3. Chapter 3 short and I only have 5 verses. So we are going to read. Let me see how many chapters in Hosea. Hosea only have 14 chapters. So and some of them look short. So tomorrow we are going to read 4, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, in between me talking and talking. Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 will be good for read tomorrow. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to find out is how long did Hosea live? Because since it says that Hosea was alive during the reign of Uzziah, that Uzziah, Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Ezekiah, I want to see how long he lived. All right, just out of curiosity. Jason, bless up yourself. Good morning. How are you doing? How are you doing? But that's where we are going to end the reading for this morning, guys. That's going to be it from me for this morning. I want to say thanks to everybody who came into the live. Thanks for the loves. Thanks for the likes. I sincerely appreciate it. If you came into the live and you didn't hit the like button coming in, don't forget to hit it on your way out. And to the others, to my fellow talkers here, I want to say thank you all. Thank you all. so much for coming. I appreciate you. I will see you again, as we'll see you again later, guys. Yeah, I might come back. I might come back live later. It all depends. I have quite a few things to go take care of right now. So maybe you don't see me, maybe you don't see me. But that's going to be it from me for now. Until next time, my friends. This is Trev from Essence, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. What will some say? All right, let me do this card. Uno scared it. Uno no no say. Watch, I'm not thinking of like. Let me start chat. Maybe